Hello, everyone. Welcome to our premiere episode of the Disney Dining Show. I'm Walt.
I'm Melissa.
And with this week's first show, we are going to talk about a review of Yak Yeti Restaurant.
Yum.
Now, our new show, the Disney Dining Show, we're going to be doing different things. Reviews are part of it, but we'll also be doing like top fives, top tens, compare and contrast videos where we might take one restaurant and compare it to another. And again, we'll do reviews as usual. But with this first episode, we're going to do a review of Yak Yeti.
Got it.
Our first episode, of course, is brought to you by Wishes and Wizards Travel Company, experts at helping you plan the perfect Disney, Universal, or cruise line vacation. Visit them today at www.wishesandwizardstravel.com.
Absolutely. Check them out.
Okay, so let's get right into it. And again, we're going to be reviewing Yak Yeti.
Yak Yeti is located in Animal Kingdom, and it's in the Asia portion of the park, not too far, right near the, I want to call it the Yeti ride, but it's Everest.
Yes.
So,
Yep,
right over in that part of the park.
Yep, not too far at all. Now, this was our very first time actually eating or dining at Yak Yeti. We'd never done it before. Nope. This was the first time we'd ever done it, and so we thought we'd give a great review. Well, we hope a great review of it and a real in-depth review of it. And so we'll start with the atmosphere. What about the atmosphere, Melissa?
Actually, I really liked the decor of the restaurant. It was pretty neat. It's surrounded by all different images of different Asian cultures. It's not all just one. The outside of the restaurant kind of portrays village streets of India or Nepal to fit with the Yak Yeti, as far as the Nepal and the Everest ride. So it all fits into that particular theming.
It's themed. It's themed really well. It's very cohesive. I agree. It's done really well. Part of the backstory of the restaurant is on the back of the menu, but it's supposed to be a home that was kind of turned into lodging for travelers. So that was kind of neat. Mm-hmm. But Melissa's right. I really thought the atmosphere was really upbeat, really good tempo to it.
Yeah.
A lot of fun.
Colors.
Yes.
And just all different neat things inside. You might even see like dragon stuff, and then you'll even see like little Buddha figurines, or just so many different parts of different Asian cultures.
Yeah.
And bright and colorful and cheery atmosphere.
Now, I will say this. The restaurant actually it's pretty tight fit. Mm-hmm. It's a good size, but the quarters, it's not, I don't know how to word it. It's not like, the rooms aren't gigantic rooms, but it's still a pretty good size room. But it's pretty packed in, I'll have to say.
Yeah, close quarters.
Yeah, close quarters for sure. But it was really, really well. Now, as for the menu itself, go ahead.
It's kind of an Asian fusion. So there's not a huge selection, but I think it's just enough. It's not too much to make it too difficult to choose something. Sometimes I don't like it when I go into a restaurant and there are pages and pages of things to choose from, because then it takes me all day, because I'm a foodie and I want to try everything. So it's just nice. I think there's just enough to fit pretty much every palate. And I'm sure they'll work with you too if there's something you don't want a certain way, or you want to eliminate a certain vegetable, or from the items that you're choosing from. I think they can work around that pretty well.
Sure, and pricing was pretty reasonable for Disney, we thought. Mm-hmm. Not over the top expensive,
right?
But pretty reasonable, but not the cheapest thing you're going to find either.
Right.
Now, some of the things we got were, as for an appetizer, we got the firecracker shrimp, which was $10.99.
It was a pretty good portion size.
Yep, it was. We also got a side of the house fried rice for $11.99.
And it was a big side. It was a huge bowl.
Yep. Also, as for actual menu items that we got, entrees, we got the crispy honey chicken for $18.99. We got the sweet and sour chicken for $18.99 and the Korean beef for $19.99.
So the food was very filling. It wasn't huge portion, so I don't feel like it was over the top, but it was well prepared. The presentation was very pretty. The vegetables, like if you got with them, were very bright, crisp, not overly cooked. It was all very flavorful. Just the right amount of food, I thought. Mm-hmm. Not too much, not too little.
Yep, I agree. Very flavorful. Now, for me, I'll be honest, folks. Anybody that's listened to any videos we've done on dining before, I'm not very adventurous when it comes to food.
No.
I kind of stick to what I like, and it's pretty basic stuff. I got the firecracker shrimp. That was all I got.
That was his entree.
That was my entree, but it was enough to be, at least for me, it was enough of an entree to make, I was full.
Plus, we went at lunchtime.
Right.
So we didn't want to be overly full, and when you're planning to spend most of the day in the parks, you don't want to be super stuffed when you're going to be spending the rest of the hot afternoon in the parks.
Yep. But my firecracker shrimp, I thought were excellent. I really enjoyed them. I thought they were great. My other son, our youngest son, also ate some of them with me, and he enjoyed it. But he also got the house fried rice bowl, and he liked that.
He loved it. He's been talking about it, and he's really into rice. We go to another restaurant close by here where he loves the rice. He's very particular about his rice, and he really liked this and said he would definitely eat it again.
Now, as for the entrees,
they were good. Now, I got the crispy honey chicken, and for me, I am a more adventurous eater, so it was good, but I should have done something different. I should have gone off some of the basic. It's your basic honey chicken that you might get from a Chinese restaurant, maybe a little bit better than that. It had like a scoop of, you could choose from jasmine rice or brown rice, and it had some like stir-fry type vegetables on the side as well. So like some peas, sugar snap peas or snow peas, and I think like carrots. So basically, it was good, and it was plenty enough to eat, so I didn't feel overly stuffed, and it was enjoyable. But it wasn't anything to write home about in terms of like, oh, this was phenomenal, definitely try this. It was good. So I think if those of you that are a little adventurous, they now have an item on the menu, like a sriracha seafood dish with like scallops and shrimp. And I should have gone with something like that. But I think because it was lunchtime and I didn't want to go for anything too crazy, I wanted something that wasn't too heavy, it was perfect.
Right. And our oldest son got the sweet and sour chicken.
And he liked it.
He enjoyed it. He
Mm-hmm.
thought it was very good, very, very flavorful, very tasting. And his girlfriend got the Korean beef.
Yep, and that looked really yummy. I almost wished I had tried that. It's got like different peppers, like a sautéed, I think it was I'm trying to remember, like a stir-fried beef, and it had peppers. I think it had pineapple, onions, peppers, and a scoop of jasmine rice as well. And it had a nice sauce to it, so it looked pretty good to me.
And she enjoyed it. She thought it was
We
good
all
as
liked
well.
our food. None of us had a bad experience. None of us were like, ew, this isn't any good. It was good.
Yeah, it really was. Now, moving on to service, here's what we'll have to say about service. The service could have been a little better.
Yeah.
Our server, again, I can't take this as everybody in the restaurant, all the service, but the server that we had he was lacking for personality.
Yeah.
And he just was like, here it is. That's it. And off he went. And, a lot of times with Disney, you're expecting this almost over-the-top type of server that's going to be very engaging, very accommodating, very someone you can approachable.
Right.
He didn't
This
seem to
wasn't
be
it.
that way.
And it is unusual because you normally don't have that experience at Disney.
Right.
So
Right.
he definitely just took our order and would disappears. We had to have other people help us when we needed stuff, and they were all great. But this one particular server just wasn't that.
Yeah, he wasn't available. Other servers delivered our food. If we needed help with other stuff, we had to get
Yeah.
assistance from other
Like
servers.
for refills.
So service-wise-
other servers.
Yeah, service-wise, we'd have to, if I have to give a thumbs up or a thumbs down, I'd say thumbs down in that respect. It wasn't good. Our server
Yeah.
wasn't good. And I hate to say that, but it's true.
Yeah, and I guess you can't really make a broad statement based on one experience. So I'm hoping, maybe put something down there, let us know what your experience has been, if it's been similar or hopefully the polar opposite. We just might have had someone that was newer, maybe he was having a bad day.
Mm-hmm.
Who's to say? But that definitely was one of the down points.
Yeah. And as for getting the food, I don't think we had to wait a really long time to get the food. And even to get into the restaurant, we didn't wait long at all.
No, but
now,
we did.
We had a
make
reservation. Yes, we did have
always
a reservation.
recommend getting a reservation no matter what restaurant you're going to. If you can, always plan ahead.
Yes, so we did have a reservation, but we didn't wait long with our reservation, and we didn't wait long when we got our food.
no.
So in that respect, it was really, really well. But that was it when it comes to the food. We enjoyed it. It was very filling, or filling enough
Right.
that you
Not
weren't overly stuffed. That's
Yeah.
exactly right. Oh, in stereo. But we did. We enjoyed it. We thought it was really, really good. So overall, our overall experience, we really liked the restaurant. We liked the theming of it. We thought the atmosphere was great, other than the service.
Yeah, the service hindered my experience. For me, a very large portion of my dining experience has to do with your relationship with the server. I always have a much less, even if you have the greatest food in the world, if you have a poor dining experience with the server, that ruins it for me. That's a big part of it to me. And it was unfortunate because I think I would have had a much better time of it if he had been more interactive and helpful and there, like just present.
Right.
But, all in all, the food was good. like I said before, I wish I had eaten something a little more daring. I played it safe. It was good, but not fabulous.
Right. And ultimately, we would suggest giving it a try. We hear good things about it all the time from fellow Disney travelers. And was it worth the money? Is it worth seeing the decor? Might try it again in the future. I think we would. I think it's probably worth it.
I do.
To give it that first try, because for you might love it.
Right.
And then this might be a go-to restaurant for you. So we definitely say try it.
Yeah, because I think for a sit-down dining experience restaurant, to get entrees that are all either around or under $20 a person is pretty darn good for a table service experience at Disney. You're not going to get a whole lot of restaurants where you can get meals under $20 a person. And because they have some decent appetizers, or if you want just something smaller like the rice or the firecracker shrimp, it can cost you around $11, $12 instead, and per person. That's almost half the cost, and it's plenty, especially for a lunch, to get you throughout the day.
Yep.
So I think it's definitely worth giving it a try. If you like Asian food, I think it's the way to go.
Yep. So definitely we would say give it a try. We think it's worth it. And there you go. That's it. That is our
Yak
review.
And Yeti.
Yep. Yak and Yeti Restaurant. Again, over at Animal Kingdom, they do take the Disney dining plan for those folks who are on the plan.
Yep.
And we
One
were
credit.
not. We were not at the time. But if you are, it is a 1-credit table service.
Yes, it is.
So there you go, folks. That's our review of the Yak and Yeti Restaurant. Let us know what you thought of it. If you've already tried it or if you have other questions, let us know in the comments below. We'd love for you to do that. Also, if you haven't already, please subscribe to our channel so you can get any past or future videos that we might do. Also, if you did like this video, thought it was informative or fun, please like and share the video. Shares are very important. And then other than that, we again would just like to thank our sponsors, Wishers and Wizards Travel Company, experts at helping you plan that perfect Disney, Universal, or cruise line vacation. Visit them again at www.wishersandwizardstravel.com. So there you go, folks. That's going to do it for this episode of the Disney Dining Show. We hope you guys enjoyed it.
We hope you did.
Yep, we definitely enjoyed bringing it to you. And until next time, please take care of yourselves and each other. And we'll talk to you soon.
Bye, everybody.
Take care now. Bye-bye.